Okay, this is okay here. I just asked
give me
Mixu
this.
and Legion's Destroyer if I can record them.
Queen, queen, queen.
They are in fact in a
Queen,
battle
queen.
in the Crazyhouse Shield.
Yes.
165, 166 points. TrainFlipper
Oh
with a
no.
1 point lead, and they are up against each other. And it's
Give me
the
the queen.
finisher with
It's a little
quite a
bit
big
annoying.
material advantage here. With
You're taking everything.
well, he did have a material. How did that
Do
go?
I need to be careful then?
No, don't be careful.
Okay, so it looks like
You're okay, you're okay.
No.
takes queen.
No!
Time. Oh, what is this?
What is this?
What is this? What is
Don't
this?
try to mate me. Oi, oi.
He's got nothing. What is the plan? He's trying to promote. That's what. Okay, 5 seconds on the clock. This is stressful.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so he goes for it. This.
No.
Attacks the queen. This can
I
promote.
should have moved.
Oi, oi, oi.
No! Wait!
Oh.
No!
Yes! The lead!
No! How
Let's
did I
go.
let this happen? Oh no.
Yes. Very interesting game. So I'm going to have a
TF beat TF. Oof.
quicker look at the analysis of this game.
Oh yes, we have the same. Nice.
Same. Not initials.
Ah, not initials.
Maybe initials.
So this
Maybe
is
like operation.
The finisher's game.
Ah, yes.
So he's got
this game was so nice up till here.
Yeah, he had a healthy advantage.
-10. How did I not win this?
As black.
Below me. Wait, should I berserk? Okay, let's not berserk. Let's just play quickly and win him.
Bishop g4.
Is he gonna play the perk? Yeah, he once played the perk already.
Bishop back.
He was playing solid that game, I think.
So he's got a nice attack. Okay, so this bishop turns out to be the key piece for white in the game, as we'll see.
Are you watching my game? What's this opening called? I don't recall.
I'm not watching your game.
Okay.
I'm too busy trying to beat this guy.
Looks like the French defense that TrainFlipper's playing against Crazyhouse. So, yeah, French defense. We'll come back to it in a second, so you can keep on watching it. But just having a look at this game.
Did I get paired faster than you?
So black is really got a nice attack.
A little bit.
I'm already playing below me.
And here he could just take knight takes queen straight away. Knight takes queen.
Yeah, I'm playing Crazyhouse.
King h7, knight takes f8, queen takes.
I see.
Pawn at g6. Add h6 is forced, so you get mated. Rook at h7, king here, and the bishop cards the mate. So that was the line.
I'm taking everything on this diagonal.
Okay, queen f1. Now the key. Here. Knight takes rook.
Sad thing is he's gonna lose even more soon.
Knight. Just simply taking the queen was completely fine. But instead, defense. Moves the queen, and suddenly white is doing okay. Knight at g6 is actually mating. Takes with a mate threat on h7.
Okay.
And black failed to defend the mate. So that was that game.
I'm down on time.
So let's go back to the live games. And let's listen in to the finisher.
Well, I'm playing so quickly. I don't know.
So in this game, the finisher is against below me.
Let's just keep attacking the queen, and not sure how
got
I
a healthy
get in, though.
central position. Good activity.
Knight at f5, knight at f7, or knight at e6. f7 hits the queen, but doesn't do much else. Oh, knight f7 and then takes g5. Okay. That's maybe good, maybe not. Let's see. Oh, maybe bishop takes, h takes, and then pawn at h6. That looks solid. And now, if he plays like bishop h8, bishop h8, I can push.
So in the meantime, Legion Destroyer got
47 minutes left. Got a big quick. Here now. Yeah. There's a fork on e6, which I want to play.
Crazyhouse.
And if not e6, then bishop at h6. And try to get in, although I don't see the mate yet. I need like 2 pawns. And the bishop. But now I only have the bishop.
So he wants a bishop and pawns on g7.
Maybe I can slide my queen in.
Oh, you're so safe and don't have given any material.
Yes.
Okay, so TrainFlipper is up against H Random, a CM, rated 2000.
Because he played the perk.
But this continues.
What is the perk again?
Just needs a
It's
pawn
like-
to mate.
like
Okay, I can check actually.
king side fiancé.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he always play this.
Nice mate
Okay,
against
okay,
below mate.
I got the win. Oh, you beat him quickly. The gap
Yes,
is
Crazy
4.
Home Berserks.
Maybe I should berserk him, but I have so many times neglected his berserking against me. So maybe. Oh, I got
So-
Mirinda.
He doesn't
Is
berserk.
there something here?
Oh, Miranda, let's go. Yes.
So king here, I guess.
Mirinda is thinking about berserk or not.
Because the problem with this
The
Yes.
rules.
is
It's
that
in the rules to berserk. Yeah. Okay, okay.
Oh, the
Miranda.
finisher doesn't berserk back.
Mirinda berserks against the finisher, and the finisher does not berserk back. No.
Now let's play the rover prep. H5.
Rover prep.
Rover prep. Interesting.
Okay, E4, I think.
Oh yeah, what am I doing?
Mirinda's
Oh,
already
this guy.
thinking, so it's
Oh.
clearly. So pawn there, check. What's the idea? King here, queen takes bishop, and knight here.
Take or not to take?
Does that work?
That is the
though?
question.
Not to take, I think. I want your
Here,
rook.
seems fine.
Leave my rook alone.
So that's GSPC talking, Mirindan Gaming.
Yeah, I had this position on analysis board today.
Really?
Come on.
Minus 7.
Ouch. -7. Finisher
You
boast.
have this position.
Oh no, no! I did
Oh,
not.
whoa. Rook takes G7.
Yeah. Full rook. Okay, take and then here, right?
H random
Maybe.
thinking. Why not take the queen? Interesting.
Okay, maybe there was a reason you didn't have this position.
Picking up the queen with check. Notice that black's only got one knight in hand, so it's not quite lethal. Now he has 2 knights in hand, but he might be getting mated.
Now it lets you take it. Hey, why didn't I play bishop g4 last move?
Back to this.
Well, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe check now.
You can still play it.
I give you a check.
So takes
Let's
takes.
see. Everything is covered, kind of, yeah. Now I could go here. What
Black
is your
wants a
plan
pawn.
against it? I don't know.
That looks painful. And white
Ah,
resigns.
solid plan.
Because black's in on the back rank.
Yeah, I think that's my new line against the rover. H5
So that was very
on
effective.
move 4.
No, I just played bad move.
I mean, there was some OptiLink games. I mean, rapid variance games.
Yeah, he knows how to play those.
So I just copied him. And also I let the stockfish think 8 hours and did the grid. 4h4, 4h5.
Yeah, H5 very annoying.
Such is life.
Oh no! I just finished.
Oh! Okay, okay. Rematch,
So
rematch.
nice.
I have
No,
to
no,
stop
no.
your fire.
No. Okay, give me white then. I want white. Otherwise we go into D4, D5.
So both players are waiting for a
Oi,
match,
oi,
and they
oi.
do indeed play against each
No!
other. So we have the same board flipped.
Come
So we'll
on.
begin from the finisher's
Okay,
perspective, because
maybe-
finisher is white, and we have a London system.
Okay, we do
Very
the
fast,
same
played
again?
out D4,
Yeah, do the
bishop
same
out,
again.
E3,
Okay, let's see.
taking the bishop outside the pawn chain.
I should have checked it. How does it go?
They just
Ooh, no, don't check.
No, I mean, I didn't
Takes,
check.
takes,
I should have
okay.
checked.
right here.
Yeah, I know. I'm
So
just
they're obviously
kidding.
playing
You
a
can check
familiar
if you want.
line that they played a few times today.
No, I mean, it would be cheating now, so.
No, I mean not now, but like
Yeah,
you
I
can check
will.
in between.
This looks very
After
comfortable
the
for
arena.
white,
Or between
to
him.
be honest.
Okay, take this way
Pawn takes or bishop takes?
or this way.
Decisions.
I'm playing Legion style.
Ah, yes. Legion style, very good.
He takes there.
What is that style?
Castles.
I don't have pawns anymore.
This is sort of tempting.
Is that Legion style?
This
Yes.
is really tempting. Knight takes c7 and pawn at d6. Can still be played. So will Finisher go for it? Or has he got another idea? Queen takes pawn here.
Be solid or no?
You know you want to sack.
Sack is
Come on.
good. Sack is very good.
No, I'm not thinking about sack. I want to know if I should be solid or not.
So solid is obviously bishop at e2.
I can maybe play this one.
Let the dark side. Oh, I'm taking like this.
Well, the
Okay,
difference
okay.
between me and Legion is that I took pieces for the giving.
Yeah, that's a good quality.
So now, I guess knights are not such nice pieces to give up because knight at h4, knight at e2 is an annoying idea for black at some point. This he'll just take. He won't want to sacrifice here. Having said that, this bishop is a lovely piece. This is a dangerous, dangerous threat. Could it be mating even? Do you need to take with the queen? Apparently he thinks you do. And so white's got a pawn, two bishops, a queen in hand. So that's not enough to mate because there's no... white is lacking knights basically. That's something to be aware of. So actually bishop at e4 is very tempting. But because anything here you could just take it. But okay, he does this move, so sort of slightly defending the d7 square. Notice that this knight was guarding here, but this was already guarded, so you could have just moved a new knight here. So king takes is not so good because queen here, queen takes pawn sort of ideas maybe. King takes pawn, queen here, king here, queen takes pawn maybe. Or put another bishop here, knight takes bishop. So definitely I think queen takes pawn, hitting the rook. Knight takes queen. Would this be mating? Looks quite hairy. So that's what we're considering here. What should black play in this position? Is this check? Do we give up our attack? Knight takes pawn. Or do we brave it with the king? And I seem to have lost some kind of connection. Have I? So I am reconnected hopefully. And Legion Destroyer goes for the safe option. But why can I not hear anything? Can you? Okay, so let's have a look. Testing, testing, testing. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's happened here. Okay, I'm sorry, this is having to adjust in the middle of the stream. It's not good. Just for some reason, it's just not quite right. But it'll have to do, I think. It'll have to do. Okay, so actually what's happening? TrainFlipper's on an attack. Rook takes queen. What's the idea? Just that's not gonna. He seems to be safe. This is an epic struggle. Finisher really short on time. Takes king down. That's not quite enough again. Just another pawn here, maybe? Just really kill it, come on. The finisher's just going to flag here, and the finisher flags. So I was just thinking actually the killing move here, even instead of pawn takes pawn, pawn at f2, but apparently not so clear. Queen at f2, strong apparently. Pawn at f2, queen at f2. Interesting. Queen at f2 is a good move then. Why is... Okay, so the board's coming out okay, but the sound is not, for whatever reason. Okay, so we'll be rejoining the voice with Mixu and Legion Destroyer. And just to recap the action, we are watching the final half an hour now of the Crazyhouse Shield Arena in March. It's a 6-hour tournament, and TrainFlipper has been killing it with 180 points, and TheFinnisher put together an amazing streak, but just faltering slightly. And having caught up with TrainFlipper, TrainFlipper has retaken an 11-point lead with half an hour to go. So that's the current situation. TrainFlipper is looking for a mate here. It's going to be tough. How do you find mate? But quite a pleasant position. Just the rooks providing defense and lots of minor pieces. So how to find the mate? Bring the knight in. Excellent. So you see the check cut off the defense. And I hope I can. Server outages and increased API errors. We are currently investigating an issue where a number of Discord servers are completely unavailable. Yes, this is kind of the problem I'm having. I was knocked out. So I'm going to have to continue commentary without Mixu and Legion Destroyer with us. That's a shame. So TrainFlipper going for a mate. Can he find it? King takes knight. Oh, bishop here is so close. Queen takes bishop. And bishop here will be mate. So queen takes bishop. Oh, okay, so he does pawn here. That's fine. It's not quite mate though. So queen takes bishop. Oh, I really want queen takes bishop. Queen takes bishop is really pretty. This way, he's let Hefferbeck run away a little bit. Queen takes rook. Oh, this actually works as well. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so he gets the win. Meanwhile, here H random looks like he's going down. Knight here is checkmate. Yes. So they're both keeping pace with each other, just to show the overall standings. They've both won, but TrainFlipper's win was a streak win, so he takes a further 2-point lead over the finisher. The finisher now trying to rebuild his streak. So just to explain who's actually stopped the finisher, it's been TrainFlipper a couple of times, holding him back. So now we see they match up again. So this is going to be a key game. If the finisher wants to get back into it, he has to be beating his arch nemesis. And just to play the position from the beginning again on this board. So the finisher is white. Ooh. So quite a pleasant position. E5 is the key square under control. So at what point did he go queen e1? That was interesting. Yes, to protect his pawn. He's got an eye on e6, but it's actually defended for now. So the finisher is in the tank, thinking what to do here. What to do? You don't want, under any circumstance, black to open up this file. Well, he's allowed pawn takes bishop. So of course, if pawn takes pawn, bishop takes pawn. But he's allowed pawn takes bishop. It's just pawns and knights. So this looks a little bit risky. For white, I mean, I quite like black's position here. Pawn. So you can just take it. So here he's hitting the knight. So he's trying to get some kind of exchange of knights with check. Okay. Check again. Backs off, maybe. Oh, he could just take it as well. That's also a good one. And now black's got two knights in hand. It does look risky. This is going to be a weak square, so oh, nice find. Just straight away, fork picks up the queen, and TrainFlipper is now moving in. Look at this moving in. Going to be really hard to defend it with the open H file as well. Unless he's got a mate here with his knights. I don't think he does. This is protected. This is protected. There are no checks. There are no checks. He has to defend, and the finisher resigns. Now that is an amazing thing. So TrainFlipper just maintains the streak. Stunning. Let's see if there's any chat in the commentary. Surprisingly, no chat. But a lot of people watching. 20 people watching at least. So great win from TrainFlipper. He's really, I mean, over the course of the whole series, it's been 4 games to 3 to the finisher, but the last 3 games all won by the TrainFlipper. You know, down the home straight, he's really putting pressure on the finisher. So now it's the finisher up against Crazy Home, and TrainFlipper is berserking Marxist Hunter. Slightly risky to berserk when you're on such a nice streak. But he's obviously confident. He's playing a 2093. He's playing opening theory. Takes. Rook takes bishop. We're expecting, and then what does white do next with the pawn and queen in hand? In the meantime, Crazy Home failed to move, so the finisher got an easy win. Ooh, he just sidestepped, and and the finisher is up against an 1800 next. So the finisher's just got some opportunity for some easy games under his belt. So now the threat here is pawn takes pawn, queen at f6 mate. So that's why black took this rook. At h6 looks interesting. King takes h6, queen at g5 is mate. This way, queen at g7 is close to mate. Here, oh, the knight and bishop guard that, so it doesn't work at all. So he grabs the bishop, but that's not. So he's threatening queen at e6. Knight takes, queen takes, checkmate. In the meantime, the finisher's game has advanced a lot. He's berserking. What's happening here? He's picking up some pawns. And he's just going for a back rank. Very simple. Here, Marxist Hunter is just trying to think, how do I defend e6? It's pretty tricky. I mean, there are ways of defending, but for example this, but is there anything else? Oh, this is not defended. Queen at e6. And we see it lands on the board. It's all over. And black resigns. So, a nice berserk win from, like you see there here, berserk win from TrainFlipper. The finisher also berserk wins very quickly. So the finisher's won 2 games in the time that TrainFlipper won that 1 game because of the, and of course it was just a back rank mate. We saw that one coming a long way off. So are they going to be up against each other? They are indeed. And just to reiterate, it's 17 points between them, so it really is point of no return for the finisher. I'd say the TrainFlipper is a huge favourite. He should just make this game go on for half an hour, and only 23 minutes left in the tournament. He just needs to play this game out for as long as possible. A 3+2 game can easily last 10 minutes if it's a long, complex game. The finisher, by contrast, needs to somehow win quickly, and I think 17 points is surely far too many points to catch up. Okay, but he has a good attack here, just simply on the dark squares. It's a nasty attack. Bishop at e3, I'm expecting. I mean, maybe even just bishop at g5 will do, but okay, he does this. Bishop at h6 maybe is another idea. But then something blocks on f4. Okay, so he instead goes this way. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's very hard to block. Has to block on f3. Takes, takes, takes. Ooh, so he's threatening to take the queen here with check. So it's in the interest of TrainFlipper to try and work out how to hold on, like bishop at e3 or something. You know, just to play moves to keep this game going for as long as possible. That's a real shame. I'm not able to listen in. So let's see if I can. He does get the castle, gives up the queen, but gets his king actually safe for the moment. Although there's a lethal h3 attack coming. Black has a queen in hand, has to defend this. Okay, knight here defends it. Pawn here. Okay, just a pawn here, maybe. But then I think the point is to takes, and continue. But that's surely better than most things. So pawn here looks reasonable. There's also bishop takes, bishop takes pawn, interestingly. There's no reason to try and sacrifice material like this, so this is a slight... I quite like pawn at g2, but anyway, he doesn't do it. Surely you can just take the queen. And this is really not working. White does take the queen. Such a shame. We had both players in the voice chat, and it'd be great to continue listening to both of them. But Discord has failed us. Unless we could get Discord working on the desktop. So, as we continue watching this, let's see if I can get Discord working on the desktop. Because the Discord app has completely failed. So open Discord. Let's see if that works. White has a lot of material here, but can he do anything? Pawn, a knight. Just simply pawn here. Like, is there a mate threat? Yeah, I'm sure there is some sort of mate threat here. No, it's only a queen and a rook. takes here, attacks here. So he wants knight at f6, I think. But why does he want knight at f6? So the Finch is really defending, but he's only got a rook in hand. But even a rook can be dangerous. The rook at h1 idea is followed by at g2. So what's the idea though? Queen at f3. What's the idea? Pawn at g2. What's the idea? Just defend. Okay. Pawn at g2 is tempting. With only a rook in hand, what can you do? And this is coming. And if you take the knight, you're also doomed. Knight takes pawn, huge threat here. So here, the point is these two squares are both covered. So it looks like the TrainFlipper is somehow going to get another win. And like, how did it come to this? Or is he? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, he is. Surely. Two knights in hand, though. So risky looking. And white's got no knight, so white never has sort of queen at g8, knight at f7 type ideas. Okay, so we're going to see a pawn, but just back off. It's just no problem. But why come forwards? Just coming back was fine. Oh no, knight at h6 at g2 was a problem. Okay, so time has come to attack with the knight and the bishop. Could just take this knight actually. King takes knight. Go for it. Come on. Let's go. TrainFlipper. Take the knight. Instead, he suddenly goes defensive. Wow. So he wants pawn here and something like queen takes pawn, king. So pawn here, knight takes, queen takes pawn, king takes. Rook here, checkmate. So he's trying to be all fancy. And he may regret it. But I can't see anything. Chaos Mansion says at h6. So he's getting a knight if he wants it. TrainFlipper slightly short on time, but this is just perfect. Just making the finisher think and running down the clock. Only 14 minutes left in the tournament. Not to mention the fact it looks like a completely winning position with the king on g4, sort of almost taunting black. What to do? I mean, bishop takes knight seems like a forced move in this position. Takes back, and then you have to ask yourself, are there any knight checks? That's the only knight check I can see, but it's double covered. Yeah, queen takes. So it's of absolutely no use whatsoever. Completely useless. Queen takes. Completely useless. This is absolutely crushing. White could just go king takes knight next move even. King takes knight. Go on. Make your king an attacking piece. Yes, come on. Come on, TrainFlipper. Okay. We're not seeing king takes knight, so I'm very disappointed about. So he's going for knight here. Your knight at g6 takes rook is his plan. And now we have this. This is just a complete crush. Knight takes bishop is check though, but rook takes knight. So that's forced. Rook takes knight. Now he has to defend g7 somehow. Oh, yeah, it's okay. Queen defends the queen. Queen takes queen. You better take it. Yeah, he does take it. Okay, black is completely out of material. Well, he's fighting, isn't he? Knight takes queen. Knight here. Rook here, queen here is checkmate. Oh, no, it's not. Knight covers. Knight takes bishop, but queen here is then checkmate. Okay, that was a beautiful result. Wow, just 4 games in a row. From losing 4 in a row against the finisher, he's just gone and won 4 in a row. Let's see how Discord is doing, and the answer is Discord is out. But that is an amazing result from maintaining that streak. He's just gone on a streak just when the finisher really needed a streak. The finisher's just been taken out 4 times, and all 4 times by TrainFlipper. 1, 2, 3, 4 games by TrainFlipper. 4 losses in a row. Just can't get a streak together because of the TrainFlipper, who's gone from being level on points. The finisher just caught him up after a super streak here, and now it's like a 21-point deficit. So amazing play from TrainFlipper, aka Legion Destroyer, who's playing against the London system here from DE 14822. Meanwhile, the finisher is berserking against a 1900 K02, K01. Very classic bughouse kind of idea. Knight on h5 hitting g7, and if the rook moves, you have a bishop hitting h7. And this is already over for black, pretty much. Very hard to defend. The rook will probably come back, and then you take here, and the king here, and the king is so exposed. We'll see. Well, it'll be instructive to see how exactly White finishes him off. So he takes the rook, presumably, to start with. No, he doesn't take the rook. He's like, no need for that rook. It's interesting. I thought he would. Ooh, so he's allowing this. Interesting. That's also an idea, because if this, then this, opening up the queen. Okay, he takes the rook. The rook was a dangerous piece in a way. If queen takes bishop, knight takes bishop, picks up the queen. So this is really nasty. Really nasty. It's so close to resignable. Meanwhile, here, TrainFlipper is up against this DE, and okay, so he's going for. It's actually quite a. It's not such a clear position. What White's obviously White's king is a little bit exposed, but there's some lateral defense from the queen. Okay, so how does he continue? Bishop takes pawn, and this king is running out of squares to go to. Bishop takes pawn, coming next. Knight here coming next. I'm imagining. Oh, he doesn't go. He goes like this. He wants to open up the queen, so pawn takes knight check is what he's going for. And black does resign, so he gets the berserk win. But really too little too late. Okay, so we're picking up a rook. So TrainFlipper just going on a huge attack with the knight, a bishop. He's going to be picking. I thought he'd pick up a rook with check, but no, he's going for this first. Takes probably a pawn at g2 next. As long as you're not mated, as long as you're safe. Knight h6 is worrying. Actually, knight h6 is really, really worrying. He's got to be careful here. No, that won't work. Queen takes. Rook h1 was nice, then bishop here, king there, knight h3 was mate. This also works. The king went that way, it would be more complicated. But actually, let's just look at this. I think this is dangerous. No, it wasn't dangerous. I was thinking knight h6, it doesn't quite work. If knight h6, you have to take it, or you get mated. And then knight f6, but king h8, and the reason it's not dangerous, white doesn't have the pawns to follow up, and even if he did, the queen is defending. Anyway, so this is the thing. Okay, and then the mate that I was suggesting, rook g2 was very nice, rook at h1 was also interesting. Because if there's a very simple mate. The thing with rook h1, he doesn't have to take it, he could do this. And then it's a little bit more complicated. At g3, and again, it's a mate in one if you take like so. So that's quite a nice mate. And if you take with a king, okay, so you've got 2 knights and a bishop. How do we finish this job off? A knight here looks good. Just cuts off a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking king takes bishop. But king takes bishop runs into another knight. So king takes bishop is not the best move. Apparently king f4 is the best move. And now what? With a knight and a bishop. We're worried about the king running this way. So could we go knight here, check, and then a bishop to finish? I think that would work. Ooh. Bishop first is better though. Bishop check, blocking in the king, and he does this, and then the knight to finish. So why is the knight first not so good? Knight g6. I was thinking knight g6, king g5, bishop h6. But the thing is, king is going to h5. Okay, and you have to just like throw away this knight, get it out of the way. All these squares are blocked off. And then g6 checkmate. Okay, so let's get back to the live action. TrainFlipper TV. He's playing against Crazyhouse as black, and he's going for the. And in the meantime, I just missed a game. Okay, TheFinnisher is berserking against ZM Tooldalf. So what's happening here? Oh, that was interesting. Takes the bishop and he didn't take it back. He took check there first. Okay, so he took it back like this. Okay, so that's interesting. Interesting queen sack. Oh, he sacks the queen back. Interesting, interesting. He could have just blocked the file with some piece or even with the bishop, but okay, he sacks it back. I mean, this looks risky. Surely black's fine here. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, very little time. Crazyhouse only got 6 seconds, so it's he's just got to make sure he's safe. Rook here, maybe. Yeah, the bishop is falling, but there's not much. Is he short on material? He's got another queen in hand, so yeah, surely he has something here. What is the something? Knight there was the something. Okay, he finds a nice mate. What a weird move. Bishop there, bishop takes, but of course white had no time. So just to emphasize, Legion Destroyer's streak only continues. So he's 24 points in the lead, and despite the finisher berserking and winning a lot of games, the finisher's last 4 losses were all against TrainFlipper. So he's berserk winning now, but it's still 24-point deficit. Because one person's berserk winning on a streak, and the other one is just berserk winning. And let's just see how the finisher is taking down Tooldalf. It's a d4 position, very trades in a check, sacks the queen. Interesting. Putting on a lot of pressure on d7. Interesting. So of course, if queen takes, there was knight at. So here, really putting so much pressure. Got to be careful of queen here, checkmate. And we're up to the live position, so the finisher is having to think a moment. What? Yes, that's okay, because the bishop was pinning the knight. So now if queen here, just knight takes. So it's completely fine. Knight here would be an obvious thing to do, conserving material, and going in for the kill. But instead, okay, really you should do this. Just block in. Okay, he's not conserving material, but okay. He's going for back rank. It's actually going to be really hard to defend. Rook here is pretty much all there is. You can just promote. Takes, and you have a rook in hand. You can just go. Yeah, well now you have a. If queen takes, rook here, so bishop takes. And what's he going to do with a knight and a rook? He's going to hit the queen. It's not clear. What's could just go bishop here, I guess. Next, threatening rook here, checkmate. I think that's what his plan is going to be. It's quite a strong plan, to be honest. One cannot criticize it. It's quite hard to defend that square. Maybe knight here, but you could just take it, so it's not so easy. This, oh, surely it doesn't work. Just go here, and then you're game over. Yes, very strong. King here, but then, yes, it's not quite over. King there. What's the finish? What's the finish? Block takes. He's just going to take all the material. It's risky because there's this, but there's no real follow-up. The rook is actually guarding the knight checks, so king takes is completely fine. He chooses to go here instead, though. If the knight guarding any more pawn checks, that's also safe. Bishop takes queen, check is the threat. And looks like a resigner from black. What's he do? 20 seconds on the clock against 22. He does have increment. Okay, so he's just going to try and go for the flag. That's probably the only thing he could do here. Just try and draw this game out somehow. Check. 18 seconds left. King comes up. It's very hard. Throws in another check. It's hard to keep this game going, though. It's not so easy. Oh, nice. Rook takes pawn check. I mean, you have to give it to him. Queen takes knight check. Knight here check. Oh, pawn. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is interesting. Suddenly, rook here check. He just needs a rook. 10 seconds left on the clock. Oh man, he was so close. But the queen here is going to be checkmate next move. Okay, so the finisher takes down tall down. No surprise there. And in the meantime, TrainFlipper is still playing against Marxist Hunter. And it's an e4, e5. Getting in a knight on e6. Giving up the queen. Trying to stay safe. Looks slightly hairy. Like, are there any weird things? Queen here, just knight here, so king takes it. There's no smother that way. The knight's protecting the mate, so he's defending nicely. It's kind of just about defending, basically. Yeah, so white's just defending nicely, I think, for the moment. Or is he? Let's see. Oh, no, that does not feel right. I mean, no, maybe it is okay. Because rook at g1 is a nasty threat. Oh, rook at g1 is a nasty threat. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And then there's even queen here as another idea. Rook at g1 takes. Knight here, check. I would rather be black in this position. You're going to have to come out. And with a queen and a rook, surely there's a mate here. I mean, queen here, rook here. Takes would give you a knight, and that would be a bad idea. So king here. Bishop takes. I can't see it though. Okay, so king here. Oh, but just pawn here. That's just checkmate. Yeah, the queen is covering the dark squares. So rook here. Yep, and this is all over. Very, very nicely done. And this way, oh, he's trying to just queen back, king here, and then, oh, okay, yep. Bishop takes pawn, yep, that works as well. Nothing else he could do. So TrainFlipper gets taken down by Marxist Hunter. I mean, that was a quite nice game. What was the mistake? I feel Bishop takes rook. I don't think was so strong. Well, it likes bishop takes rook. I was thinking taking here, but okay, he takes bishop takes d1. Yeah. So when it thinks longer, bishop takes e4 is indeed stronger. But taking here, yeah. What do you do here? Rook takes pawn, maybe. But it's a very unclear position. Maybe white's got a slight edge. But the mistake is rook takes bishop. This just hangs a mate in 6. and very nicely played out by Marxist Hunter. Maybe even more efficient was rook at f2. Is that correct? Rook at f2. Rook at f2. Oh, rook at f2. Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, that I didn't see. So the mate I was thinking here was similar to what he played. I thought he'd take the knight here. And then I was thinking, rook at f2 also just works. I was thinking rook at e3. Knight takes rook, queen takes, pawn here, pawn here. That was the line I was thinking. But of course he could come back here, and then this bishop takes e4. Bishop takes e4 is quite an important move. You're getting him on the diagonals. And that's kind of what happened in the game. Knight at d2, knight d2, queen g2, knight at h4. That's a nice pretty mate. Okay, lots of pretty mates. But let's get back to the live action. Oh, that is it. Was that it? Is that it? Is that it for the shield? TrainFlipper, a 23-13 performance, an 86% berserk rate. That's a high percentage. And a 66 win rate with that huge percentage. That is insane. TheFinnisher, stronger performance and a much higher win rate, 88%, but only 32% berserk rate. And that's what counted in the end. 79 games against 57 also. And also what really counted is TrainFlipper just winning 4 games in a row in the end against TheFinnisher. Really just killed stopped any streak going. Just stopping him just as he was starting off on streaks. 4 times in a row, taking him down to level the series during this tournament. 4-4, having lost the 4 games against TheFinnisher, he won the next 4. Let's see what people say in the chat. They're talking about Bughouse on Lichess, how TrainFlipper won, good games. Yeah. Congrats to TrainFlipper, quite a great performance. A 19-point lead in the end, and in third place is Marindo in Gaming, who was also in our Discord chat earlier, before Discord just crashed out on us, with 100% berserk rate, and an even higher win rate than TrainFlipper on 69%. We didn't get a chance to see many of his games. He played fewer games than the other two, but still but came in third. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed, I don't know, some nice coverage of a wonderful victory by TrainFlipper in the March Crazyhouse Shield. Huge congratulations to him. And this is OK, signing out.